Hey, what's up guys? Are you very knowledgeable about video games? Or maybe you provide a lot of good insight and feedback on the games that you have played. Why not make a game review and help people decide if they really want to play the game so that they can buy it or not? Hey guys, my name is Nold and welcome to MGN. On today's episode, let's talk about the basic things that you will need to talk about when you make your game review videos. But before we do that guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and gong that bell. And now, on to the episode of Games on Cue. Number one thing that you need to talk about is the sound. Sound is what makes video games immersive and exciting because they set a mood for the whole scene, a stage. There are sound scorings that are a real pleasure to listen to because it seamlessly blends in the game and mood of the stage. Some are very distracting, annoying, or maybe sometimes a little bit too much. In order to make a good review, you have to pay attention to the sound design. Let's take the game The Last of Us. The sound design of the game is awesome because not only it sets the tone, but you can feel the tension of each cutscene, each encounter, and each time you shoot a gun. Remember, sound design is always a part of the narrative of a game, so you have to pay close attention to the sound that the game is making. Number 2, gameplay. Now this is important. A game cannot be a game without gameplay. The gameplay dictates the mechanics, how it feels when you are already controlling the character, how awesome is the character, and how immersive the environment is with the character. How does the character improve during the course of the game? How does it make you feel when you're playing the game? You have to talk about the gameplay and answer these questions as much as you can. Be sure to add as much in-depth thoughts when you do a review. Take for example again the game The Last of Us. The Last of Us play really smoothly. Sure, there are wobble moments in regards with aiming, and sometimes the movement is not as responsive as you want it to be, but it plays really nice. In regards with character progression and level progression, you start out as a man who has limited resources and you have to scrounge for resources and manage your assets to combat the threats and obstacles along your way. Number 3 is the story. Oh man, this story is what hooks me in a video game. A solid story that you can relate, that you can invest in, and that you can feel that you're really part of the story, that your decisions in the game affect the outcome of whatever it is the game gives you. These are the things that people will really appreciate because the only way for someone to remember a game is when the story captures them, entices them, and makes them believe that they are part of something greater than what they have right now. Let's take into consideration the game Last of Us. As you traverse the game and push through, you can see the relationship of Joel and Ellie become from stranger to like father and daughter. Joel starts out in the game losing his only daughter, Sarah, and he has lived a very hardened life after that. His saving grace was Ellie, a punk-ish teenager that actually has the cure for the whole human race. The story perfectly breaks the wall of Joel as he travels with Ellie, making both of them a really relatable pair. When I was playing the game, I was so hooked in the first scene because it dives down to sadness and I was so curious how the game will go. So if you want to make a good review, make sure to state how you find the story and what kind of story does the game have. In that way, people will know if they will be interested in that kind of game. Number 4 is the graphics. Another element in the review video that is the first to be seen is the graphics. Graphics are the first line of attraction that people will see. Right from the bat, you can critique the graphics, review if the models are finely laid out, are the visuals lagging, is the frame rate optimal, or are the character models not looking that good. Let people know that in your review video. But you have to state in an objective or subjective way why you see the graphics are not that good. Don't just go, I don't like it. And that's a very unprofessional comment. As a critic, you need to articulate why you don't like it. Number 5 is replay value. Replay value is exactly what it sounds like. When you say replay value, is the game still good if you replay it over and over? When you replay the game, will there be any added content? Is the game worth playing again? These are the questions that you will need to address when you make a good game review video. Take for example Resident Evil 2. When you finish the game, you can replay the game with a different character and the content will change, or there will be new content inserted within the new game. The story moves on and it contributes to the game's diversity, which in turn people would love to replay the game because they get more content and they get something whenever they replay the game. Number 6 is your opinion or the conclusion of the video. Lastly, tell your audience the overall opinion you have for the game. The conclusion, if you would put it. Put on a rating so that people will know how much the game will suck or can be a potential must-buy. The thing about reviewing game videos is always be consistent with your review. So you must stay true to what you say so that your audience will see you as someone credible. Do you think that there are other review elements that should be in this video? Let us know down below. If you guys are craving for new assets for your YouTube channel or your live stream, we have them for you. These games are patterned or based off of Fortnite, Apex Legends, and a lot more awesome games. Before you leave guys, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe, and gong that bell. My name is Noel guys, and anything that you need to know about gaming content creation, always remember, games on cue. I'm gonna be seeing you guys on the next episode. Goodbye, see ya!